With your back?
What are you guys doing now? Nothing. Talking to you, trying to figure out when we're going to schedule a time when all of us can get together and chat.
And I'm thinking about playing our calling for the It's just one game, isn't it? I just own it with a ring.
The freshman is still a little raw, but I just think guys are next.
I was recording
Guys, I'm serious.
No.
Every year you rarely heard of being a big college. That's not
One other. Well,
But the only guy who weren't that high on
good break, but 2 hours. So we got that thing set up, and now it's like, play me a song.
Yeah, they must be putting a lot.
Cool. No, don't even start. No, serious. The thing is explain. People are always listening in your conversation. Right now, there could very well be someone listening to us talking about what we did last night. You're being paranoid. Really? Am I? Are you sure there isn't, I don't know, some player just hanging around listening to all the stuff that they do?
Why would anybody be listening? How many things can say?
Right. People are very comfortable invading people's privacy. Stop talking. Maybe.
Conceal your stance about it, okay?
So everyone that's supposed to be here has one?
Yes, it's true. Everyone.
Is it okay for us to ask them if we don't see them?
Absolutely. Also, just be sure that no one's cheater getting in the way.
It's Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Denver Nuggets here at Ball Arena. Hi everyone, this is Kevin Harlan alongside tonight Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy with Adley LaForge reporting from the sideline. Got a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Jokic.
And suddenly his feel for the three-point shot has left him. It's been a tough go the past 5 games. The percentage from long range not close to what it was earlier. But he's not going to give up on it, and he'll try to get it going here tonight.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got C.J. McCollum. He's out there with MP. Bagley is out there with Chris Middleton. And it's Champagnie in at the 4. On forward, the Nuggets. They've got Cameron Johnson. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jamal Murray. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Jokic in at center. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now, MP. After Tim Hardaway missed from long range. Murray looking around. Johnson outside. Pass to Watson. Here's Jokic. 5 on the clock. The tray. The rebound by Middleton. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Washington Wizards. From deep, George. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
Murray outside. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Wizards.
0 for 3 from the floor so far. Not the start they had in mind. They need to just take a breath, reset, and keep things simple.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Nice looking 3-ball by MP. Proving he can hurt you from downtown.
Jokic. And Jokic slings it in.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
And here is Johnson. Following the three-pointer by MP. Wide open look here for Murray. Kept alive. Denver passing it around. From outside, off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
MP kicks to McCollum. Pass to Bagley. From downtown. Rebound by Johnson. For Washington, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings in Sacramento. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Kings was all business. He dropped 35 points, and he was locked in from deep. But when hasn't he been? He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game. Guys?
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter, and it's good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here's George. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Brown against MP. Clock at 6. MP gets the job done inside.
Look at MP getting slick with it. That's a great move to have at the ready.
Taking a look at the Wizards. Koulibaly is out there with Johnson. Then it's George. Then there's Carlton Carrington. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, I'm told the Nuggets were excited to add veteran center Jonas Valanciunas. They really struggled last season across an effective lineup. Nikola Jokic was out of the game. In JV, they have a capable scorer and playmaker who can steady the reserves.
He is a big factor. Shams, thank you very much for the report. George with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray for three. Rebound by the Wizards. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And Denver has possession following the bucket by the Wizards. Stolen by George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Here's Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists in the game.
And what makes Murray so valuable? He doesn't just look for himself. He can also create for others.
Took him no time at all on that one. George has got 16.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here's Valanciunas. His last outing, he had 8 points. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keyshawn George. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Outside Hardaway. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
A power move by Hardaway. Not just a jump shooter, folks, though he does like that jump shot.
Hardaway with the steal. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Cameron Johnson stays even. He said, I just try to come in and do my job every game, no matter what that looks like. And as somebody who shoots a lot of threes, some days can be better than others. So you just ride the waves while you can and focus on that next play, the next shot, and your results, they'll be the results. Guys, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie. And Denver has possession, following the three-pointer by Washington. Jokic draws the double. Brown against McCollum. Bagley with a screen on Hardaway. MP finds Bagley. Nice ball movement by Washington. 6 to shoot. The 3 from George. That's in. Coming off the assist from McCollum. George has got a pair of triples in the second now for the Wizards. Pass to Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Washington Wizards with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
Right around this time, I would find out who my teammates were on the all-star roster. Sadly, I was unable to play alongside Kenny. Sad for him, not for me.
See, that's unnecessary, Shaq. That is just unnecessary. Who's to say I want to be on your team anyway?
Well, you called me ugly earlier. You called me ugly earlier.
I never called you that.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Denver Nuggets.
I think it's funny watching these guys play defense. This is a circus, and they're getting clowned.
Giving up too many easy looks for sure, but who knows? Maybe after intermission, they'll bring out the Tigers. Rawr. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Well, you often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
We've got Hardaway. Cameron Johnson is out there with Jokic. Then there's Peyton Watson. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 18. Johnson outside. Back to Murray. For Murray. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Middleton for 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Nuggets shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Pass to Jokic, and here's Watson. Jokic with the screen on Middleton. Watson for 3. The rebound by Champagnie. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Champagnie's got 7.
The youngster, MP, keeping that head on a swivel.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Murray. Watson the screen. And again, Denver no good.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge. And he remains a prolific shot creator. Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Now, here is George. 19 points in the game. Bagley sets a screen for MP. Pass to Champagnie. Now Middleton. Over Watson. Middleton can't get it to go. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And here we go. Washington fast break. It's George on the wing. He's covered by Murray. MP passes to Champagnie. Hardaway with the steal. Murray outside. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And you can see the competitiveness in Hardaway Jr.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. The first free throw is good.
And you got to love a vet like Tim Hardaway Jr. He knows the game well for his team.
And Washington making a change here. Carrington's checked in. Good on the second free throw. And he can't make it. 3 for 3. Washington leading now by 16. Here's MP. Can't hit from in close. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Watson for 3. It's good from long range. Watson's got his second basket of the night.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
MP's shot is good.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Jokic on top. 1:33 left to play in the third. Pass to Watson. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Washington. All right, a chance to check out numbers for MP. What a run he's been on over the past few weeks. Averaging 40 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Well, this staff loves coaching him, and his teammates love playing with him. He's just an unselfish guy who makes everyone around him better.
Keyshawn George, he's checked in for the Wizards, and it's blocked. Here's Strother, defended by Middleton. Pass to Brown. Good, nice job down low. Brown's got 6.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
On the wing, MP. And another miss by Washington. The Nuggets trail by 14. Brown with it, now guarded by Middleton. Here's Strother, and he's good on the 3-ball. Strother's got his second bucket.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Inside, pick off in midair. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Jokic. Here's Pickett from outside the arc. It's hauled in by George. Now Carrington. And that one, good. And the Wizards lead by 13.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
And so it's the Washington Wizards. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shoot. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both.
Johnson, then it's George, and it's Koulibaly in at the power forward. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 13. Watson kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Murray. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Over Bagley. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one. MP looking around. And that one drops.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Jokic. It's Jokic inside.
Well, the first guy you have to box out there, Nikola Jokic. That's just bad recognition.
MP against Hardaway. Bagley outside. Outside George. Just 4 to shoot. MP nails the triple.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
And here's Jokic. Let's lose a 3. Good.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Bagley. That one goes. Count it.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Here's Jokic. From 8. Stan, you know, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
The first one falls.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Washington leading now by 11. MP taking flight. And that put a hush over the crowd.
Wow, I mean, took these fans out of the game in the blink of an eye.
Johnson outside. Crane from outside.
Hey, even when he's got position near the hoop, Jokic is still looking to set up a teammate for an open shot.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Wizards.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for George.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. It's a 10-point game. Jokic, a huge two-handed slam. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And MP still gets the shot in the air. Other young guys might have folded under that foul, but he's able to get to the line.
MP, 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. And George drops them both.
Hey, talk about a cool customer. Icing this one with some clutch free throws.
That one is off. That does not go. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
Thanks, guys. A good win tonight for your squad, MP. How would you rate your performance?
Big picture, we want. Bigger picture, we want to win bigger games than this. So for me, I want to be an absolute beast on the glass every time out. I'm talking double-digit rebounds or nothing. I want my guys to know that, hey, I'm willing to run through a brick wall for you guys.
That's great. Thanks for your time, MP.
You're welcome.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thanks, Tom. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. And we'll see you next time.
More time between games than the NBA. So I'd rather look at the high-pressure moments like the 20s.
Not everyone gets in, so we don't have enough data to make that any more important than now.
So I was giving some more thought about our international evaluation. We are at a sporting event.
Please tell me we're making a change.
We are. The two of you are going to save us almost an hour a week.
Great. Yeah, how's that?
Oh, glad you asked. We'll be making weekly slideshows by continent of our top 5 target players. Yeah, you. You want shorter meetings, right? So synthesize, gather, review, summarize, and I'll cap the meetings at 30 minutes.
Why do we go and open up? Remember, 5 hours a week, minimum. Yeah, at least our interview, no?
You make fries from scratch.
It's been a while. It takes some time. It's so much quicker when it's from.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not that great with cutting, guys.
What am I thinking?
I feel that. Crushed potatoes take time to fry.
If you do make them, try soaking, then drain.
Yeah, by the real eye and fry again. Is that crunchy outside, tender inside?
Alright, cut it out. I'm starting to get hungry. How do you get some more seasoning? After work tonight, catch some stand-up comedy?
How'd you get out?
Love the idea. How much?
Got you. How you feel last time?
You should get that backpack mounted on your
That's a joke in itself.
That was a shimmy down the drain.
What is?
Digging at the check. Gone. Ooh, that would be spinning twice as much. I see the score. The last time you picked up was your page right. Maybe you don't need to stand up. We got a comic right here, right now.
So then we finished up brunch, had a nice little walk in the parking lot.
Top scorers.
Sounds like a lovely weekend.
What'd you have for lunch?
Egg Benedict.
I love good eggs.
I'm a pancake man myself. I hear you. So,
With a great slate of games on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. They've done a great job making that a priority, Graham.
Yeah, they have, B.A. The whole world owes so much to the work of Dr. King. And the NBA has always made sure to honor him on his day.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Brook Lopez is out there with Kawhi Leonard, and it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position.
Well, it's just solid awareness by Brook Lopez, working hard to get his team a second opportunity.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Brian Keefe and I were able to chat. We talked about Kawhi Leonard and how much his experience plays a role. He mentioned when you have a guy like Kawhi, you can take one aspect of his game, but he's so skilled and experienced that he will find another way to beat you. They've got their hands full with the vet. Back to you, Brian.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
One of the things you love about MP is his appreciation for the history of the game, studying the former great players, weaving their strengths into his game.
And it's Leonard with the ball for Los Angeles. And then Beal with the dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Chums, thank you very much for that report. Here's MP. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Pass to Champagnie. 6 to shoot. McCollum against Harden. McCollum's shot is off.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Bogdanovich passes to Beal. No good with the triple.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he comes up with a bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Leonard. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Bogdanovich against George. Middleton passes to MP. Pass to Bagley. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just superb timing. Lopez stretches out beautifully to send that back.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Inside, it's tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Beal, the pass to Harden. He drops it from range.
The three-point shooting of James Harden has always been pure.
Doris, when you watch Kawhi play, what stands out is his ability to stay on balance at all times.
B.A., when you consider the type of injury and the number of injuries he has sustained to those knees, it is incredible the high level this man plays at. On balance for sure, but a guy who can score big buckets in big moments and carry an offense. Truly incredible.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. George, he's checked in for Washington. Koulibaly comes in for MP. And then for Los Angeles, Collins comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Gills checked in for Bagley. MP comes in for Middleton. And it's Carrington in for McCollum. And then for Los Angeles, Jones, he's checked in for Lopez. Bogdanovich comes in for Leonard. And it's Bradley Beal in for James Harden. Here's Gill. No made baskets yet. In transition, here come the Clippers. We've got Bilal Koulibaly. George out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's George, and it's Gill in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Washington right now. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well,
good! Another from 3.
I mean, his flame-throwing couldn't continues. He's having a season for the ages.
And he's approaching the 4th most three-point makes in a season. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Fires in the triple. Bogdanovich has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. To the middle. Jones, the pass to Beal. George with the block. Back to MP. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer. Oh, MP buries the triple.
They're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Beal, no good.
Boy, normally he makes that. Defense gets lucky there.
Johnson finds MP. To the paint. Johnson against Bogdanovich. Johnson with a bucket. And it's a 7-point Wizard lead.
I'll tell you what, their execution just continues to impress.
Here's Beal on the mark with the 15-footer. Beal's got 9 points.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option for Bradley Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
MP inside, pounded by Beal. He missed there. His first misfire in 5 tries. Here's Jones. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Now just a 3-point Wizard lead.
And he's really improved as a playmaker over the years. Beal's basketball IQ seems to just get higher and higher.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. For a different look here. Bagley's checked in for George. Champagnie comes in for Coulibaly. Middleton is checked in for Johnson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carrington. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard's checked in for Beal. And it's Harden in for Dunn. To the inside, here's Bagley. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
That's just MP reading the defense, going through his progression, and making the right play.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking.
Him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
It's a one-on-one situation, and then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
And I applaud Bogdanovich's effort level, working hard to make the most of a forced turnover.
Here's MP, out to McCollum. It's stolen by Leonard. Bogdanovich on the wing, from outside the arc. The rebound by MP.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
And Harden with the slam.
Well, what a surprise. James Harden has finished a play with contact and gets a chance for the three-point the old-fashioned way. Nicely done, James.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Here's what Los Angeles is going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for John Collins. And it's Bradley Beal in for Jones. MP, that was good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Beal outside. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
MP left side. Fires from deep. Can't get it to fall. Now 5 of 7. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Some room here for Beal. Again, Los Angeles.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
It's George on the wing. Let's go with a 3. Bagley passes to McCollum. From deep, MP. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot.
Big shot taker, big shot maker.
Woo! That is a way to fire him up, fire up the team. What a tremendous play.
And so it's MP making things happen for Washington. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Thanks for being with us. First off, how about we start with an update on the All-Star voting? Now, fans make up 50% of the vote. Current players and a select group of media account for 25% each. Very select.
Well, we know Ernie was a selected just based on how he's puffing his chest out over there. Well, where are you working out this morning, Ernie?
Well, in part, I guess we have to thank Ernie for these rankings. I'm looking through them. Wait a minute. You know what, Ernie? They're not that bad, though.
The words you're looking for, gentlemen. Sage, wisdom. You're welcome.
Kenny, sage the incense?
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian.
And proud to have you with us on Martin Luther King Day for a special presentation of the NBA. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
All right, now let's go courtside for a story on MP's remarkable season.
Thanks, guys. Well, his hot shooting this season has brought him within sight of the single-season high watermark for triples made. And while it's something he's cautious of, he said he's trying to keep his focus squarely between those lines. Guys?
That's a good approach. And so in the game for the Clippers, Harden pairs with Beal to make up the guard set. Kawhi Leonard out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Bogdanovich in at the three. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Inside, here's Champagny, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Leonard outside, jacks up a three. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. Harden's got his 5th assist in this one.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
George, and again for 3.
Yeah, he's been hitting threes at a very high level. We haven't seen many better from deep.
That last triple ties him for 4th most made in the season. Beal, the pass to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Middleton will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. McCollum outside. Pass to Champagny. Back to McCollum. From deep. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Now here's Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Now George. He's got 26. Bradley Beal with a rebound. Pass to Lopez. Beal from outside. McCollum pulls it in. Wizards leading by 3. George with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. George passes to Champagny, and stolen by Leonard. Outside Bogdanovich. Now Beal. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Beal's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, Bradley Beal works so hard to find the opportunities on the offensive end. He knows he's responsible to carry the load.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Carrington, he's checked in for McCollum. And the Clippers making a change here as well. John Collins checked in for Bogdanovich. Outside Carrington. For three, George. Rebounded by James Harden. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Leonard outside. Pass to Beal. Leonard with a screen on George. Here's Beal. Outside for Harden. Here's the three. Gets the 3-ball to go. Harden's got 11 points.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
On the wing, MP lets the three fly. Connects again from distance.
And this is amazing. I mean, that moves them into 4th place alone on the list of most three-pointers in a season.
It's been fantastic to witness. A year like this does not happen very often. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Guys, we all know when Bradley Beal is healthy, he is a problem. It's a combo guard you're looking at, considerable range and playmaking ability.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, Bradley Beal is the epitome of being a triple threat. He can drive it, pass it, shoot it. The complete package on the offensive end, that defines Bradley Beal.
George, he's checked in for Washington. So he gets them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
George left side. Middleton outside. The three. It's hauled in by Beal. Beal's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Harden. Back to Beal. Now Lopez takes a 3. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Champagny. Middleton outside. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Here's Beal over to the wing. Lopez for 3. It's rebounded by George. Washington trailing. Here goes MP. And George with the jam.
Excellent read by MP there. Just takes advantage of the opening.
Pass to Lopez. And here's Harden. The 3. Tries again. No good at the rim. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. It's Washington up by 1. And we'll be back right after this. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And thanks for staying with us, folks. Called by Brian Keefe. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Pass to Beal. Now here's Leonard. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Oh, got a piece of it.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Clippers trail by 6. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter.
Yeah, a little different strategy for them in the second half. Less pounding it inside for high percentage looks.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wizards.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular. All night, they just won't let up.
Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Bogdanovich can't hit it.
Boy, when you're trying to make up ground, every shot counts. You have got to be selective.
Now Bagley. Now George. And there's a pick. Yes! Using that window!
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Outside Leonard, beyond the arc. Oh, no good. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Middleton outside. MP, a screen on Bogdanovich. The three is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And it's Beal with the ball for Los Angeles. 8-point game. Harden. George is there for the rebound.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Bagley, a screen on Harden. Now Bagley. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Now Beal. Oh, ho, ho! That's a man on a mission right there.
He's got to embrace the moment, and Beal shining brightly.
Here's MP. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Wide open look. Yes, sir!
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. Unloads from 13 feet. The jumper is good.
Yeah, zero fear in the clutch. Beal has seen everything in this league.
And they go to the intentional foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
MP with it. Now Bagley. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Washington, Marvin Bagley III. Taking 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Harden outside. Puts up the tray. George is there for the rebound. Cleared away by Lopez. So we see the Wizards get the win here. This one was in the balance right until the final seconds.
NBA, they showed their character when it mattered most, sending those fans home happy.
All right, now let's go courtside to Dominic Hamill.
Dropping dimes, your teammates were making shots, and you came away with the win. Talk about it, MP.
Yeah, as a leader, I'm always looking to get my guys involved before I get going. If I do that, they keep moving, cut harder, stay engaged. It's kindergarten stuff. You got to share. And a lot of nights, that extra intensity is the difference between winning and losing. Tonight, we got the win.
Great game, MP.
All right, thank you.
Brian, back to you.
Okay, Dominic, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our 2K team, this is...
I can't even imagine.
So we got that thing set up, and now it's like, play me a song.
I mean, I was running and trying to stay 2 steps ahead of him, so I might not have heard him perfect.